We've all been there. You know you need to make an important decision, but instead of taking action, you keep overthinking, hoping the answer will somehow appear, or you just push it aside for later. But here's the truth. Postponing decisions is a decision in itself, one that often leads to regret. Today, we'll explore why we procrastinate on big choices, the real-life consequences of waiting too long, and how successful people handle tough decisions without getting stuck. The cost of delayed decisions. Let's start with a painful lesson from history. In 2000, Netflix approached Blockbuster with an offer to sell their company for just $50 million. At the time, Blockbuster dominated the video rental market. Their executives hesitated, dismissed Netflix as a niche business, and didn't make a decision. We all know what happened next. Netflix revolutionized streaming, and Blockbuster collapsed. This is a classic case of decision paralysis, when fear of making the wrong choice leads to making no choice at all. Research from Cornell University shows that people who avoid big decisions often experience higher stress levels and regret later in life. Instead of eliminating risk, delaying a decision usually creates more problems. Why do we procrastinate on important decisions? Psychologists identify a few key reasons why people struggle with decision-making. Fear of failure. Many of us fear making the wrong choice, so we wait for the perfect moment which never comes. Too many options. Studies on decision fatigue show that when people have too many choices, they often shut down and avoid choosing altogether. Perfectionism. The belief that there's only one right decision makes us hesitate, even when multiple good options exist. Emotional attachment. We get stuck in jobs, relationships, or situations that no longer serve us because change feels too overwhelming. But here's the good news. You don't have to let indecision control your life. How successful people make tough decisions. First, the 2-minute rule for decision-making. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett uses a simple mental trick. If a decision will take less than 2 minutes to make, don't overthink it, just decide and move forward. Many small choices, like whether to start a project, make a call, or send an email, don't need deep analysis. The faster you make these, the more mental energy you save for bigger decisions. Second, the October 10th 10 rule. Best-selling author Susie Welch created this technique to help people make smarter decisions. Ask yourself, how will I feel about this decision in 10 minutes? How will I feel about it in 10 months? How will I feel about it in 10 years? This shifts your focus from short-term fear to long-term perspective, helping you avoid emotional hesitation. Third, the regret test. Amazon's Jeff Bezos has a famous decision-making framework called the regret minimization model. Before making a tough choice, he asks, when I'm 80 years old, will I regret not taking this chance? This technique helps filter out short-term fears and focus on what truly matters. If you know you'll regret not acting, that's a sign to go for it. Final thoughts. Action beats perfection. Postponing decisions doesn't prevent failure, it often guarantees it. Netflix survived because they made bold decisions. Blockbuster failed because they hesitated. Successful people don't aim for perfect decisions, they aim for progress. If you're stuck, try the October 10th 10 rule, the regret test, or Buffett's 2-minute rule. Now, let me ask you, what's one decision you've been putting off? And after hearing this, what's the next step you'll take? Drop it in the comments. If this inspired you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. See you in the next one.